Good morning. It's Red-Headed Riding Hood, red for short. I'm on the right day now in daily celebration. This was off the cover. William Barclay. This is called The Corruption of the Best. Lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds. That's a quote. It is one of the tragedies of life that the best things can be perverted into the worst. Take, for instance, the 4 virtues which Hitler singled out. There is love of country. Patriotism can be a noble thing, but love of country can be perverted into the idea of a Herrenvolk, a master race which despises all others. Love of country can turn into apartheid, which looks down on all others. Love of country can turn into the desire for conquest and the lust for power. Love of country can beget the mailed first and the jackboot and the merciless ambition for mastery. Sometimes I do have to look up words in this because he's so the opposite of illiterate. He's very studied and learned, and there's some big words sometimes that I have to look up. Maybe I'll put some definitions below this. There is courage in the face of adversity. Courage in the face of adversity has kept men on their feet through thick and thin. But courage in adversity can turn into self-centered stubbornness, which is based on selfishness and which will not realistically face the situation. Then there is loyalty to one's leader. He's talking about Hitler here. Loyalty to one's leader sounds like a wholly admirable quality. But Paul saw loyalty to one's leader tearing the Corinthian church apart when men claimed that they were loyal to Cephas and to Apollos and to Paul himself. Loyalty to a leader has become a disruptive and divisive force within the church. In the church, what is required is not loyalty to one's leaders, but loyalty to one's leader with a capital L. There is a loyalty to Jesus Christ to which all secondary loyalties must yield. There is willingness to accept discipline for the sake of some great cause. It is perfectly true that no great object can be achieved without discipline, but there can come a situation in which discipline becomes discipline for its own sake and not for the sake of some end in view. Asceticism can become asceticism for the sake of asceticism, just as in the army, what the army calls bull can become discipline for the sake of bull. See, I don't know. I wonder if my daughter, who was in the army, knows that word. No discipline is valuable unless it looks beyond itself to a greater end in view. And he is in Scotland. It is frightening to see how easily the best can become the worst, and the only way to avoid this is to keep Jesus Christ in the center of the picture, for when he gets his proper place, all other things will get theirs. Thank you. Bye.